philosophical question. With sustainability becoming an integral part of society, with the Paris Agreement and various national level goals from countries to achieve net zero emissions, what are the successes from the past that we can build on? And what are the futures we can learn from when it comes to energy storage and relevant technologies? Basically, what can we look forward to?
I think what we learned from the past is that I think the ingenuity of humankind, basically, trying to solve problems, trying to better the lives of humankind, this is something we can build on. I think we have to trust in our capability to find solutions. And these solutions have to be, not only technical solutions or engineering-based solutions, but they have to be combined with socially acceptable solutions that we have to actually take the whole society with us in the future. This is something I think we have to really take from the past and continue it. I think innovation is something which we're very strong on, and I think innovation is also something India is strong on, finding good ways, new ways, adapted ways, where India, with the Indian context, this is something which I would build on. What I would say, what we have to look for in the future is that we also combine this with the goal that we are living in a world where we have limited amount of resources. This is, I think that's what we have to look for. It's what in the past where we had an abundance of material, we just started to use whatever we could. This is a difference, and I think when we have to do something, or the challenge for us in the future is that we have to keep in mind we have limited amount of resources, and that's why I would like to stress again the circular economy model, business model, which will be more and more important. And this combined with our capability, find innovations, our technology base, and I know India has excellent universities too. The engineering skills actually of Indian labors, in my experience, is excellent, and so we will see actually that we combine these two trends, renewable energy, electric mobility, and our technical competence with a circular economy approach. That's what I think we'll see in the future. The technology components, like batteries and so on, there's a lot of different ways to go, but I think it is this attitude towards a sustainable future, which is important.
I would just like to add to that, Professor, like in a country like Switzerland, you have enough of flexibility to probably test out different technologies. But in the case of India, that flexibility might not exist, or it may not be permissible, again, bringing the cost sensitive factor in. So what kind of an approach do you think India needs to adopt? Because even when it comes to battery technologies and storage solutions, we are very mindful, with the approach we choose to take. So probably if you can just shed some light on that, that would be really insightful for our Swiss audience.
That's an interesting question, and you actually, this is also one of the answers I could have given on the question before. What should we have to look out in the future is we also have to be careful not to go from one lock-in to the other lock-in. And now we're just very dependent on fossil fuels, and could it be that tomorrow we're dependent on another solution and we have completely gone the wrong way? In the sense of, I don't feel that Switzerland is much more flexible than India in that sense, because once you really as a society move from one solution to the other solution, this is a decision you have taken. So the only thing what you can say is that you have to be able during a certain time to create a system where you have several solutions existing in parallel. So we have electric vehicles, we have fuel cell vehicles, we have plug-in hybrids, and we're looking at it, and we now see an emerging winner probably in the pure electric battery electric vehicle. But we also have to be very careful that we don't create dependencies which are too strong. This is something I think we realize now. So again, circular economy models will enable recycling, so we don't get in a too big resource dependency as we have been now with oil. I think very important is that we keep in mind the whole systemic approach. As I said, you know, electric mobility sounds like a great solution to reduce pollution. But I think if we just double or triple the amount of vehicles, then we have much more problems inside the cities, which are related to mobility and not just pollution itself. The surface amount, the heating which comes from streets and so on is a problem, and you lose quite a lot of time when you're stuck in traffic. I spend hours in Bangalore in the traffic actually. But so what can we do against that? I think we have to experiment in a certain way and create, pilot and demonstrators. It's one of the approaches we have here in Switzerland, where we create large-scale demonstrators. We run them for several years, and then we have a look at it. And then finally, you have to make the jump and then believe in something and scale it up. That's for sure. But I mean, India has some excellent opportunities. I was concentrating on electric vehicles now a lot, but if you look at energy supply and the whole initiative for microgrids and mini grids in India to actually get electric supply to the rural areas, this is very interesting, and that's where you can start with, isolated patches, and then if it's successful, growing that.
Well, Professor, you have answered all my questions quite comprehensively. And thank you for this amazing conversation. Hopefully, we can look forward to some collaboration between India and Switzerland when it comes to energy-specific technologies and sustainability solutions. So thanks a lot for today. And catch up with you soon. Take care.
Thank you, Cassius, for this opportunity and this excellent talk. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Much appreciated.
Bye.
Bye-bye.